Hello all, welcome to the Paprika channel. I'm Ekaterina and today we'll be cooking together. We'll make 6 useful recipes for fasting period. For those who observe the posts, you will have almost a week now. I have chosen the recipes specially, they are absolutely different. For soup lovers, for cutlet lovers, for dumpling lovers, and even for shawarma lovers. At the end of the shawarma video, I'll also share what to do with leftover lavash. So you could say that I even took care of snack lovers. I hope I've already convinced you that we're going to have a super useful video today. I really tried hard for you. And you can go ahead and like this video right now. And if you're not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. Let's begin with making Chechevitsa dumplings. First, we'll knead the dough with hot boiled water, flour and oil. I ran out of buckwheat flour, so I started adding oatmeal. But if you use only wheat flour, the dumplings will turn out perfectly white. We refrigerate the dough for 20 minutes. Now for the filling, I'm using red lentils, which cook in 10 minutes without soaking at a 1:2 ratio. And in parallel, you need to chop 1 onion into cubes and fry it until soft in a small amount of oil. Add the fried onion, dried garlic, oregano and pepper to taste to the cooked lentils. And the filling is ready. Next, we roll out the dough, cut out round blanks and start laying our filling in the center. And now we mold the dumplings in the usual way. You can freeze the dumplings or cook them right away, as I did. The finished dish needs to be sprinkled with olive oil and sprinkled with green herbs. The mixture of chickpeas from the previous recipe with dumplings can be used to prepare cutlets. You just need to add mushrooms fried in oil. The mixture is stored in the refrigerator and it is very easy to form cutlets from it. Wet your hands with water, mold the cutlets of the desired shape and roll in breadcrumbs. Just check the composition of the breadcrumbs so that there are no animal products. Fry the cutlets literally for a minute on each side and turn very carefully because they are very soft when hot. The third dish is Lobio with Greek nuts. And I use already canned beans as it significantly simplifies the cooking process. All that remains for us to do is to stew the vegetables. We finely chop the onion, then the carrot with a straw and the Bulgarian pepper. Garlic can either be finely chopped or use a garlic press. First, the onion and carrot go into the pot. We fry this for 5 minutes. Then the peppers go in, and at this point we add salt and dried basil. As the veggies stew, we'll dice the greens and nuts. Meanwhile, the peppers will soften. And now we add either tomato paste or I added my favorite hot sauce, sriracha, and a can of beans. If you want a more hearty version, you can add 2 cans. We simmer everything for just 3 minutes. And now we add garlic, greens, and nuts. We leave it on the fire for a couple of minutes and the dish turns out to be very satisfying. Now we're going to prepare a very spicy kale soup with Nutro, and I'm telling you right away that I'm going to use this mango curry seasoning, but in the original version, turmeric, curry, garlic, and literally a spoonful of lemon juice are used. But I fell in love with this seasoning. For those interested, it's Santa Maria's India series seasoning. Soak the Nutro overnight and cook it for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Carrots, potatoes, and onions can be cut arbitrarily, as we will eventually mash everything with a blender. When the chickpeas are ready, we send the vegetables there, add salt to taste, add a spoonful of tomato paste, and mash everything with a blender. Our fried and very unusual soup is ready. You can garnish with a sprig of rosemary and pine nuts. The upcoming puree soup, beneficial and potato-free, will contain oat flakes with broccoli as the base, following the vegetable regime of the previous recipe. First, stew the onion and carrot, adding a parsley sprig to the broth. Once the vegetables are prepared, we garnish the broccoli with parsley. Within 3-5 minutes, we add the flakes and nutmeg. This pairs well with vegetable dishes containing onions and carrots. We then sauté until the flakes are cooked in butter, roughly for 5 minutes. The soup could have been eaten as is, but we will make a puree soup with you. That's how bright and useful soup we got. You can garnish it with fiery herbs and cumin. If desired, you can add whole grain bread and a clove of garlic. The final recipe today is shawarma. Just check the composition of the lavash so that no eggs were used. We won't use any sauce, just stew the cabbage with mushrooms and that will be enough. We're slicing the cabbage thinly. We're blending the carrots and onions for convenience. We're slicing the mushrooms and sending them to soften the cabbage. In the end, I added dried garlic instead of fresh. I spread the prepared filling on the lavash, which I cut into even strips. And from the scraps, you can make excellent chips. Just cut the lavash into random pieces, mix in a bowl with olive oil and your favorite spices, and stir. There are our future chips. And into the oven for a few minutes. The crispy chips are ready, and our shawarma can be warmed up on a cast iron grill. Excuse me, but I'm slurping here because it's delicious. So that's the video we ended up with you. I think you already know what needs to be done. Subscribe, like, comment. I always respond to everyone. It's very pleasant for me. And if you also share this video, it will be just great. Not only can you help someone with choosing dishes during fasting, but you will also make me happy. Well, you were with Ekaterina, channel Paprika. See you in the next video. Subtitles were created by Dima Torzok.